All right, guys, welcome back to another training. And if you are just getting started and have zero budget, this is the one thing that I would be doing if I were you. It's cold calling. There is nothing better to do than cold call just based on the volume of people that you can reach out to. Now below in the comments, you'll see all the resources that I would be using that I'm going to suggest for you guys. But the first thing is you really want to have a triple line dialer, or a dialer that can do more than our simple cell phone one by one, right? Now, if you literally have not one penny that you can put towards cold calling and having a triple line dialer, which by the way, I do believe retails for about $150 per line, not per line, per seat, then yes, if you need to use your cell phone, that is completely fine because that's exactly how I did it. However, if you are looking and you have a small budget for under $200 a month, you can use a triple line dialer and have all the phone numbers you possibly can reach all in one system, which is Mojo Sells. And again, all the resources will be below in this in the comment thread. But the reason why this is such a big why I believe it to be the best, well, first and foremost, this is how I started, right? I started by cold calling. But secondly, cold calling allows you to reach the most amount of people. There's a volume of people that you can start to reach out to. So for someone like myself in Phoenix, there's 7 million people in Maricopa County. That's a ton of people. Now, I'm not going to hit a fraction of those individuals, but I am looking for the individuals that are going through one specific challenge in their life at the moment that I call. That's really what I'm focusing on. And so it doesn't matter in this sense what list I'm targeting. I want to target as many people as possible, which will be predicated around the location. And in this, in Mojo Sells, there is a way for you to get a list in Mojo Sells. It's $25 a month, and it can be around the mapping service, right? Within the actual software Mojo Sells. So all you do is go in and you circle or square a targeted area, and it will automatically populate you in a list that you can start dialing immediately to start calling your prospects. Now that doesn't have any filters on it, and it's different than what you would probably see me train on regarding what motivated lists are the best list. For those that are just getting started, this is the very best thing you can possibly do because it's all built into one system, and for under $200 a month, you can get going immediately, right? Again, Mojo is about $150 a month, and I believe it's either $25 or $50 a month for the added list component, which is in Mojo. And again, you're just focusing on an area. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you understand like knowing your market, where do you want to be, and then going in getting in front of those sellers in that market depending upon your marketing style. So I always will have cold calling as a marketing strategy I will be using forever and always because it just simply works. Now, as you start to refine that, can you go and pull lists, potentially pay for lists that has higher motivation for those individuals? The answer is yes, right? There's many list providers out there. Again, most of them will be named below. Find Motivated Sellers Now is one that I really love. You also, if you do have PropStream, there are lists within PropStream that you can also pull as well. And then there's all those other motivated like probate, inherited, divorce, etc. Those are sole and separate. But once you graduate from the starting phase of doing this as cheap as possible, you can pull some lists, spend some money for better data, more motivation, and then also skip trace those lists so that you can actually reach the right homeowner. Cold calling is all about data. And for those starting, using Mojo Sells and its list provider is a great starting launching point. Once you start getting some deals done, then you want to be able to start having better data, right? And again, I will have you all the skip tracing data below. But then it's about finding the right homeowner, right? So if you're making all these calls, not talking to the right person does you no good. You want to make a call and say, hi, is this John? Yes, this is John. Great. Hey, John, I'm looking to buy a home. Was interested to see if you're looking to sell this home. If so, I'd love to be able to talk to you. Now, again, that only really works if it is John in the first place. It doesn't guarantee John needs to sell or is going to sell to you. It just is saying your data is good and you can now actually have a further conversation to see if he really wants to sell his property. That is the key of escalating through, cold calling, which again, now I actually have personnel calling. I'm no longer even calling, and they are driving in leads each and every day into my Podio system. But you need to have great data. Cold calling will never go away. I think part of government probably would like it to, but it will be around for the foreseeable future. I do not believe this to be going away. So for those that are just getting started, Mojo Sells is a great platform. All in, including your list, including skip tracing, you can be in for less than $200 a month. For those that actually have a little bit of budget behind them, you can pull lists from companies like Find Motivated Sellers, from companies like PropStream, and then you can skip trace those lists with companies like Batch Skip Tracing below, and then you actually can start spending more money and getting better data, right? And then you could do it yourself, or you can start to scale it and grow it and actually outsource that, whether it's virtual assistants or actually people that you employ inside your office. And so again, if you're starting all over, this is the number one way I would advise you to do so. It is the best way. It will never go away. The key to selling is always being face-to-face and or over the phone. And so the faster you can get that person on the phone, and then the faster you can get them on an appointment, the faster you're going to get a deal. So again, Mojo Sells. Any and all resources are always here under the comments. And if you like this training, please hit the like button, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope this finds you guys well. If you're not a part of the Science Flipping Academy in Facebook, go over to the Science Flipping Academy group in Facebook. You'll have to type that in, and then we will allow you in, as it is a closed group. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next training. Peace.